So, the mode of reproduction in simple organisms, that is single-celled organisms, and even though the multicellular organisms, if you see certain organisms are very small, that means they consist of very few number of cells, and even though all the cells are of same kind. For example, if you take Spirogyra, it is a multicellular organism, but the cells are similar. But if you see a big animal, if you take human being, we are multicellular. Even then, in our body, all the cells are not alike. We are made up of various kinds of system. Each system is made up of various organs. Various organs are made up of various tissues. Each tissue consists of a specialized cells. That means all cells are not of same type. So, cell by cell division is not possible in higher animals because the cells are differentiated into various tissues, different kinds of tissues. So, differentiation has taken place in complex organisms. But whereas in the simple forms, that is in case of the single celled organisms or in case of the multicellular organisms which are very simple, we can find some modes of reproduction which are very simple. So, we have seen the fission. It is a very simple mode of reproduction in which a cell divides into either two or many. If it is two, you call it as binary fission, and we learned the examples like amoeba, bacteria, and certain protozoans like paramecium, etc. Paramecium, euglena, leishmania, whatever, so we have discussed it here. Multiple fission examples: entamoeba, and plasmodium. Plasmodium is also a protozoan. Plasmodium is also a protozoan. The plasmodium, it causes malaria in human beings. This plasmodium also reproduces by multiple fission method, plasmodium. So these are the examples of multiple fission. These are the mode of reproduction in single celled organisms. Now let us see the budding. Budding is found in multicellular as well as unicellular. In case of unicellular organisms, if you see the yeast is a kind of fungus, but it is unicellular. In fungus there are so many species, but yeast is the only species which is unicellular. Other fungi are multicellular. So yeast is a unicellular organism. How it reproduces? Yeast reproduces by a process called budding. This is a mature or grown up yeast cell. When the yeast is completely mature, it produces a bud on its body. On its body it produces a small bud. So this bud, it grows up again, it produces a bud. It may produce a bud. It may produce many buds. This way the budding takes place. So these buds, they get detached from the mother cell, the parent cell, and they grow individually into new yeast organisms. So this is the way they reproduce. This is also the simplest mode of reproduction seen in single celled organisms. However, in case of multicellular organisms also budding is seen. We will discuss it later. The next one is fragmentation. Fragmentation is the simplest method of reproduction in multicellular organism. Example, we can take Spirogyra. So the Spirogyra, whenever it is mature, whenever it is completely grown up, the Spirogyra filaments, you might have seen the Spirogyra filaments in your laboratory on the permanent slide. It is a green color. Spirogyra. All cells are similar. So it splits into many parts. Now each individual part can grow into an individual Spirogyra. This is called as fragmentation, becoming fragments. Each fragment can grow into a new organism. But can we apply the same concept how the Spirogyra, whenever it is split into different parts, each part can grow into a new organism? Can we apply this mode of reproduction to higher organisms? Why can't humans reproduce like that? It is not possible. Because I already told you in higher organisms, all the cells are not alike. In our body, the cells are differentiated into various systems, and each system is comprised of various tissues. That means all the cells are not alike in our body. So differentiation has taken place. But whereas in the simple form, in Spirogyra, all the cells are alike, so there is a possibility of fragmentation. They can use this fragmentation as a mode of reproduction, but that is not possible in the higher organisms. So they have other means, they have other complex means of reproduction. So now, after fragmentation, we can see one more method, that is regeneration. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.